team and the fact that we were able to win this game tonight. And we had some foul trouble early. I thought, LaMelo Ball, he got going during that time, and a player is, that is that good a player, that carries over. And then I think him shooting the ball gave other guys confidence too, and they made shots, and it would have been really easy for us to kind of come apart and rationalize something. And there was a timeout that, we talked about it, and our guys, out of that timeout, we went on an 8-0 run, and it was nothing strategic or tactical. It just was our group coming together, and that's the adversity that you're going to face in all forms, and you don't know when it's coming. And I thought our ability to handle that, and they still made some shots, but we executed. But it was palpable with our team and their ability to encourage each other, say hard things to each other, and come together and be better as a result of that. So that's wins great, but that the way we won, to me, that's really that's important to me, and I think a big deal for our team.
Coach, I thought Trey was a big part of that. We're used to the points, assists, double-doubles, but defensively he had 8 rebounds and 4 steals. What have you seen from him in the off-season, going into the preseason, as far as his commitment to get better in every category and just his leadership overall?
Yeah, I think, to be honest with you, I think you'll ask him when he probably comes in here. I think he's probably more proud of the rebounds, and his defense than he is the other end. And, the Seth Curry matchup is a tough matchup. There's times people put him in pick and roll, and he just battled, he competed. And, his ability to do that, and then, have trust in his teammates. When we do get in a matchup situation where he can attack, him being able to balance, his ability to score, his ability to pass with just making a simple pass and trusting someone else and having the ball come back to him. And I think those things, show a maturity that's really important to him as a player, and it shows a connectedness that, he's going to get dirty too, and we all have to get dirty. That's how you win. And we need to continue to reinforce that as a group. But I know he's proud of that fact, and the way that we executed, in the fourth quarter on the offensive end.
Coach, they had 22 second chance points tonight. I know that's a tough one to kind of swallow, but how do you guys kind of regroup and space out a little bit more to grab some of those longer rebounds?
Yeah, we've got to take that space. There's a habit, particularly if you feel like you can jump for a rebound, to just turn. And it's something we talked about. We've watched. The hard thing is guys, either tip the ball out or kind of push you under, and we need to build a perimeter. Some of those, there's an air ball offensive rebound. Some of those are going to happen, but we can control some of those things, and we need to do that because it's deflating, particularly early in the game when I thought we played really good defense. It was solid, and then you give up an offensive rebound and it can be deflating.
Quin, back here. Not trying to get you in trouble, but that was a lot of whistles tonight at both ends, and I was wondering if the physicality that's been allowed is consistent with what you guys expected coming into the year.
Well, we had a very similar game the other night, and there's been an emphasis historically, when I say historically, in the last several years on freedom of movement, and that concept having a specific application in pick and roll is something that is significant. And we've got to be tougher, we've got to be stronger. I thought we were tonight. I thought we did adjust to the game. Not talking about like rebounding and things like that. But we've had a similar situation, you know, the other night. And again, you know, we have to adjust, but that, you know, it's difficult when, you know, if there's certain places where that physicality, you know, is not, it's misplaced, and it impacts the game. You know, it's hard. You have to be quicker, you have to move faster, you have to be stronger, and all those things. And that's where our focus needs to lie. And, you know, it's been 2 games. And, you know, that consistency that we'll see, I think different games will be officiated different ways over time. If that's the case, we've got great officials in this league. Coaches adjust, players adjust to how things are being called, and if that's something that we have to adjust to, we will. You know, we got to be smart about it. I don't think foul totals, free throw totals, like, I think they're reflective, but there's certain situations that I think are very impactful for the game, regardless, you know, of foul totals. You know, but I understand that too, obviously. It's a pretty good benchmark.
Coach, your 2 wings today, you got your 4 and 14, Johnson and Hunter. What have you liked from so far these first 2 games of the season?
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, the 2 forwards, Hunter and Johnson got 40 points and 14 boards together.
Yeah.
What are you liking so far in the first 2 games of the season?
You know, I like Jalen's perseverance tonight. You know, I think the rebounding, you know, I always want more from those guys. And I think they're capable of continuing to improve. You know, I thought particularly Jalen kind of played really well. He was tough, he attacked the rim, he took shots, he played defense. You know, Jalen's taken a lot of pride in his defense. I thought, you know, we talked about it when he came out of the game a couple times. And matchups, he didn't contest. He wasn't as aggressive as needed to be in the first half, and he persevered through that, and he took a lot of pride in the second half, and he was much better defensively, and we're going to need that from him. And the good thing is he wants that too. So that, you know, I thought DeAndre is just, his focus is just, he's a rock. You know, he's a warrior the way he plays, and that consistency is something that I think not only guys respect that, you know, I'd like to see us continue to feed off it.
Coach, another strong game from Dyson Daniels at both ends.
Yeah.
Especially because he got foul trouble early in the first, or in the second quarter there. What
Yeah.
does it say about his composure and maturity that not only was he able to stay in the game?
Yeah, he's impactful. Obviously, we all see that when you watch us play. You see the impact he has, and it really, you know, our team became a little deflated, I thought, when he came out, and I thought Veep did a really good job. You know, and he picked up fouls too. So we were hanging on a little bit there defensively after playing as good a defense as I think that I've seen our team play in the first quarter. It was solid. You know, they missed a few, but we guarded. You know, and when he went to the bench, it's hard. You know, that players get going and get some confidence. And we were able to recover from that. And as you said, he was able to stay in the game because we need him in there.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay.